A Swede comes from behind to win Canada's national championship.
Settle in as we rewind the week with the latest edition of Monday Backspin from PGA TOUR.com.
From rain earlier in the week to sun on Sunday, the playing of the 101st RBC Canadian Open is now in the history books. Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. Starting out the day 4 strokes behind Dean Wilson, Carl Pettersson shoots a 3 under 67 to win for the 4th time on tour. The Swede, who is a potential Ryder Cup team member, carded 3 bogeys and 6 birdies, 4 of which came over a 5-hole stretch on the back 9. Earning 500 FedEx Cup points with the win, Pettersson shot up the FedEx Cup standings nearly 40 spots to sit at 16th.
I can't believe it. I thought I missed the cut, and shooting 60 yesterday and then playing so well on the back 9 here was incredible. I'm shaking right now. I felt pretty calm all day. Like to say hello to my wife and kids home, and yeah, it's just a phenomenal feeling. Thank you.
And one thing that really helped Carl Pettersson was his 10 under 60 that he shot on Saturday. It was his personal best and also the course record. That helped propel him into the final Sunday pairing. With this birdie putt on the 18th during the 3rd round, the Swede nearly sunk it for a 59 and would have become only the 5th player in the history of the PGA Tour to shoot a 59. And Tim Clark, who played with Pettersson in North Carolina, states that he wanted to be on the 18th green to watch his friend and former teammate shoot history. Clark, who had his breakout win at the Players' Championship earlier this year, shot a final round 1 over 71 to finish at 10 under par, tied for 4th. And Dean Wilson, who had the overnight lead by 4 shots heading into the final round, carded 3 bogeys and only 1 birdie to finish in solo 2nd, just 1 shot behind Carl Pettersson. With his runner-up finish, Wilson, who was in the field on a sponsor's exemption, moved inside the top 125 in the FedEx Cup standings, which is the magic number to qualify for the playoffs in 5 weeks. And players aside, the course was also in the spotlight this week. In the 101st playing of the RBC Canadian Open, St. George's Golf and Country Club has only been used in the rotation now 5 times. The par 70 7,000-yard Stanley Thompson design is considered one of the top 100 courses in the world, top 3 in Canada. Interestingly enough, on Thursday and Friday, players teed off on 1 and 9 since the 10th tee was a little far from the clubhouse. And it's been more than 50 years since a Canadian has won their own national championship, and Mike Weir was hoping to do so after playing in this event now 20 times, but he missed the cut, struggling with tendinitis. Brett Wright from the PGA Tour Network has more now on Mike Weir and a look back at this great event.
The thing that I'm going to remember from this 101st Canadian Open overall is the passion of these Canadian fans for the game of golf. Sure, they love their ice skating and they love their hockey and curling, but it's golf that seems to be number 1 in their heart, especially for their own Canadian players. This week, there was an article in the Toronto Sun about Mike Weir asking, is Mike Weir washed up? Well, Mike Weir is only 40 years old. And if you think back, Jack Nicklaus had his worst year ever on the PGA Tour at age 39, then broke out the next year in 1980 and won 2 major championships. Mike Weir has a lot left in his tank. These Canadian fans, they certainly don't think he's done if you look at the enthusiasm and size of his galleries. Yeah, I'm going to remember a lot from this Canadian Open at St. George's, but mostly, even though it wasn't Mike Weir's year, they love their number 1 golfer.
Thank you, Brett. And next week, the PGA Tour is heading to West Virginia for the inaugural Greenbrier Classic. You can watch opening round coverage on Golf Channel starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, for live scoring and video updates right at your fingertips anytime, head to PGA TOUR.com.